Hello, friends. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jenny, and I'm with Homeschool Teens with Jenny. I have my water today. I have the worst allergies right now. I feel terrible, so hopefully I don't look too bad. My last video was behind the camera. I dared to get in front of the camera today, but I really don't feel well, so excuse me if I have to take a break and get some water. I'll go ahead and take the cap off, so hopefully it's not too distracting. But I wanted to talk today about our ninth grade curriculum for this coming school year in 2024-25. I will have two high schoolers. Both of my kids will be in high school this year. This is a new milestone in our journey, and I'm kind of panicking that I only have 4 years left with my daughter who's going into ninth grade, but we're just trying to soak up and appreciate every minute we have together. I really am trying to make sweet memories with both of my kids. I'm trying to slow down a little bit and just enjoy more of the simple things like sitting on the back patio and finding animal shapes in the clouds, or, just spending time together, talking, doing a puzzle, whatever, but slowing down. And you're going to see that in my curriculum this year. You're going to think, is that enough for high school? Why don't you have 15 electives, But this year, I was really convicted by the Lord to keep it simple. And I think sometimes our kids already in the culture we live in are so bombarded in every second of their day with things being thrown at them. And sometimes in homeschool, I would challenge us all to slow down, because when we can really focus on something, dive deep into something, enjoy something instead of grasping at so many straws that we really don't comprehend anything or retain anything because we're so keen on doing this and this and this and this, and you just can't do it all. I know we all want to. I know we're always asking ourselves, am I doing enough? That's like a typical homeschool mom worry. But I would just really challenge you to soak up that time because it goes so fast. And maybe simplify your year if that's what God is calling you to do, so that you just have time to enjoy it, go deeper in it without grasping at so many straws. So you're going to see simplicity in my year for ninth grade this year, because I just want to soak it up with my kids. It's just hit me so hard this summer that I only have a few years left with them. And so the Lord has just put so much gratitude in my heart, and He's just given me this peace to be still and to slow down and just to enjoy them. So that's what this year is going to look like. Morning time for us is not like the typical morning basket where you do a rotation of 5 or 6 things. We keep it to basically Bible study, one area of focus, maybe two, and then we love our World Watch news. And that's what our mornings usually look like. So this is what we're doing this year. I got the My God Says Not Consumed Life Journal. This is actually the girls' youth edition. And there's also a boys' youth edition that my son's going to do. But I just wanted to read this little blurb from Kim Sorges. And I'm not going to read the whole letter, but I'm just going to read the first paragraph. And I'm sorry, I have to get my Dollar Tree readers out for you here. Life is full of emotions. There are times when we feel like we couldn't be happier. And then sometimes we're deeply sad and discouraged by things in our lives. This roller coaster is why our emotions need to be grounded in the truth of God's word. In this journal, you'll discover the biblical truth about who we are in Christ. And it keeps going on from there. So the table of contents, if you guys want me to do a flip through of this, I will. But the table of contents is just the things that God says we are. And you work through different scriptures, and you just take it a page a day and journal through. I'll show you what the first page looks like in the journal. And then you just work through scriptures, and it just reaffirms and reassures you of who you are in Christ. So I thought that would be really good for this year. Okay, the next thing is Bible study. We have been walking through the Old Testament with the Faithopedia from Not Consumed, as well as God's Story. We combine those. I do have a video on how I do that, and so I'll link it in the cards above, so look for that to pop up. But this is what the Faithopedia looks like. It's a flip chart. So we'll be doing the New Testament, and then we'll be incorporating God's Story as well. And then I always get my kids the Faithopedia journal. These are just fun. It keeps them listening. It has stickers to keep up with the timelines. And as you work through the Faithopedia each day, it's always color coded in the Faithopedia, so you know what section to work on. But you only take one little section a day. And my kids do enjoy that. So I went ahead and got them the New Testament one. Okay, so that's Bible. The next thing we're going to do is walk through these two Tuttle Twins books. The first one is Beware of Your Bias, and the second one is Logical Fallacies. I have never done these before, but I did pick these up. I've seen them pop up here and there on different YouTube channels for homeschool, and I thought, why not give it a try? So we are going to go through those. We will continue the vocab cartoons. This is the SAT word power, and just to give my kids exposure to different vocab words. It's related to a cartoon each day, and it helps you remember the word. So we are going to do that. Okay, so for math, we are going to continue with Denison. If you saw my recap on 8th grade, you know how well it went for my daughter for pre-algebra. So we're just going to go right into Algebra 1. I will put a picture up for you guys so that you can see and what it looks like, and we will be tackling that this year. For English language arts, our primary source is going to be the Language Lessons for a Living Education 9. It's pretty thick, and it uses the Pilgrim's Progress Journal alongside of it. It is deeply entwined in this curriculum. You can't just use this and not use this. Just so you know, I do have a flip through on this on my channel, so I will put a card up that'll pop up soon for you guys if you want to click on that and see what that looks like. That incorporates all disciplines of English language arts, but there are a few things that I like to add. The reading really comes from Pilgrim's Progress in the curriculum, but it's not really enough reading, in my opinion, that they should be doing in high school. So I did buy the Not Consumed Reading Journal for 9th through 12th grades. And basically what I'm going to have them do is follow these layouts. So they can pick, at the bottom you'll see you can pick 4 fiction and then 4 nonfiction, and there's different categories. And so we're going to pick those books and let, both of my kids are going to do this, but she's going to work through each of those and walk through the reading journal with that. And that just keeps them accountable, so I know they're really reading, and I check them every day to make sure we stay on top of that. As we're entering the whole SAT, ACT, CLT type standardized testing in the next couple years, I am going to beef up vocabulary. Yes, vocabulary is included, but it is related to the Pilgrim's Progress. So I went ahead and picked up Worldly Wise Book 9. Typically, I like to stick with like BJU or Abeka vocabulary, because this is a secular book, and I have heard in the high school levels there are some questionable content in here. My kids are at a point where they have had deep studies of apologetics. I mean, we have covered that for years, and so I do feel they have a good foundation and grounding. So if they see something, they're going to know what's truth and what's not truth, and we'll definitely keep that in a group discussion if it comes up in here. So I'll let you guys know if I find anything. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen anything in the book 9 reviews, but if we do find something, I'll make sure that I make you aware of that. But I think it'll be fine for this year. And it's not the words that are questionable. It's kind of like when they give you a story to relate to all the words, it's in that content. So I'll just keep you posted if there's an issue. One thing that's been really hard for my upcoming 9th grader to grasp is grammar. And we have tried literally everything on the market. Okay. I have been doing this for 10 years and nothing has stuck. So I bit the bullet, and I've been avoiding this one because of the cost, but I bit the bullet and did it because it's a lot like Fix It Grammar. I do mention this, but I haven't done a deep flip through of this yet. But I mention it in a couple of my videos. But we're going to do Michael Clay Thompson Grammar Voyage. And you start with Grammar Voyage to learn all the parts of speech. I'll show you kind of a table of contents, how they break it down. You do the parts of speech first, then you do the parts of a sentence, then you tackle phrases, and then you tackle clauses. Once you get through this book, you move into grammar practice. And so it's called Practice Voyage, I think, and it's a lot like Fix It Grammar, except instead of just doing one sentence a day with just everything, it breaks it down a little more into that structure. So the first line you work on just parts of speech. Then there'll be another line under the sentence that you identify the parts of the sentence. Then there's another line where you focus just on phrases and just on clauses. I think this will work a little bit better. And once my daughter grasps this, I think we could move into Fix It Grammar. But she really gets lost after about the first, I don't know, even like 3 or 4 weeks. We never make it past that and fix it. So we're going to break it down slower, and we're going to break it down more, and we're going to use it this way. And if we can get a grasp on this year, it is one of my top academic goals for her this year, is just to really focus on grammar and grasp grammar. So hopefully that'll do the trick. And I think after that, Fix It would be a great resource for her. So we'll just see how it goes. I'll keep you updated and you'll follow me in that journey. Science this year is Master Books Chemistry. Yes, she's going into 9th grade. Yes, Algebra 1's a prerequisite. Yes, I'm a little nervous about that. She really wants to do this with her brother, okay? She's motivated. And my upcoming 11th grader said, Mom, if she struggles with any of the math, I will help her. And I was like, okay, we'll give it a shot. So my 11th grader is definitely doing this without question and is capable. My 9th grader, not so sure, just because of the deep math that's in here with all the equations and the conversions and things like that. But we're going to give it a shot. And if we need to make a change, we can easily do that. I have used a lot of other high school science curriculums that are in the back of my head that I can pull from, that she could go into physical science or biology. But we're going to give chemistry a try and see if we can be successful with that. But she's really motivated to do it. They want to do all the labs together. So I thought this is the only year left that we could combine science between the two of them. So why not give it a try, right? Okay, so for history, geography, those kind of go together. We're doing world geography this year. Now, my son did not grasp, and he loves textbooks, y'all. He loves just reading the text and answering the questions, and that's all he wants to do. My daughter, on the other hand, has ADHD, and textbooks are just exhausting to her. Now, she still has to learn to work from a textbook because she does desire to go to college, and we do need to work on that. But her textbook this year that she's going to focus on is chemistry. I don't want to throw a ton of textbooks at her the first year of high school. So this is a literature-based curriculum. I'll throw up a picture right here of the books that come with it. And again, I'm going to walk you guys through how we use this during the year. I'll give you updates as we go. This is the most beautiful guide. It's all in color. And parents like color too, do we not? Like, they always make the teacher journals black and white sometimes. And they always sometimes, I don't think that made any sense. But many times you find the teacher journals only in black and white. And I was just so happy when I flipped through this and there was color. And it's on really nice thick paper. So it just makes it more fun to use. Why not, right? So we are using this. It just came out this year. It is brand new. And I did do a flip through of this for you guys. So I'll put it in the cards above. So if you want to check that out, you can do that. The last thing that she's going to do, and this is her one elective that she's focusing on, is ASL. She really loves ASL. Memorization is hard for her, but ASL is the perfect language for her because it's so hands-on. You use your hands and your facial expressions, and She has already started ASL a couple months ago because she just wanted to get started. She will continue that through the summer so she doesn't forget what she's learned, and she'll just keep going into next year. So she will finish this course early in her ninth grade year, but she'll just move right into ASL 2. I don't want her to forget what she's already studied, so we're just going to keep it moving and make sure that she gets her full 2 years of foreign language credit for high school that way. So she'll probably be finishing level 1 and entering level 2 all in her ninth grade year, but she just wanted to get started early and I wasn't going to stop her. We are using ASL Virtual Academy. It is a little pricey. I'll go ahead and tell you that. However, foreign language is one thing that I will invest more money in, because if I just hand my student a book and they work through a workbook, they're going to memorize what they need to memorize, but I can't give them correct pronunciations. I can't really work with them to where they really absorb the language. If we're going to do something, we're going to do it right. And that's just how I work. And so for me, this is where I need outside help. And so I invest in outside programs. And my main requirement was that it was interactive with an instructor. I want to make sure they know the right way. And with ASL, there's a lot of facial expressions that go with the signs. And it's also teaching them about deaf culture and how, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate when interacting with someone that's deaf. And so it's just all encompassing. It's interactive. She videos herself practicing signing. She turns it into her teacher, and her teacher responds with feedback. And this has been a fantastic program. So if you're not too restricted on your budget and you want to invest in something that they will really remember and that's interactive, I highly recommend ASL Virtual Academy. I will make sure I put a picture up here for you, but I will also put a link in the description box to their website. They use a interface called Schoology. Or Schoology, actually, is how she pronounces it. And that's the interface they use to interact with each other. But it has been a great success. We're already 2 months in, and I can tell you, it is worth every penny that I invested in this program. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to see her excited about it. Foreign language can be daunting. It can be one of those things that kids just kind of don't look forward to. But I just want to pick programs where they can get what they need from someone that really knows what they're doing. But I also, if we're going to invest in that, I want them to be able to walk away at least being able to speak it basically, and to be able to retain and learn about culture. And what better way to do that from someone that is already immersed in that culture? I can't give them that. So that is kind of my take on why I do spend a little extra money on foreign language. It's just a personal decision that our family made. And she will take 2 years of ASL, and then if she wants to go further, we'll go from there. So that is our ninth grade 2024-2025 curriculum. We are really excited this year to do some new things. Chemistry is really new, and doing it with both kids, I think, will be really fun for me to teach. And I'm really looking forward to the literature-based geography. I think it's something she'll retain better. We get to work with this huge world map, which you'll see in that video. I show it to you, where she labels every single country of the world. We're also learning in that ecology and biomes and regions, and what region we're in and what biome we're in, where we live. And I just think that's fun. It's a fun subject for me, and I'm excited to dive into that with her. So I'm going to take you on this journey with us throughout the year. I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I was on YouTube many years ago when I first started homeschooling. I took a break for several years, and I'm back with high schoolers. So I'm walking you guys through our high school journey. I hope it's valuable for you. If you like this video, if you find it valuable, please share it with your friends. Please like and subscribe to our community. I'd love to get to know you better. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I try to respond the best I can. I love chatting with you guys in the comments, so leave me a comment below. Let me know if you've used any of this or if you're interested in using any of this. I'm just excited to get next year started. We're going to try to enjoy our summer first and not rush our summer, but I am looking forward to all the new shiny curriculum for next year. So that's ninth grade. Thanks for joining me today. And the next video, I will be looking at 11th grade and what we're going to use for 11th grade. So make sure to look out for that one. Okay, guys, see you in the next one. Bye.